All right, so you guys are going to start a plate weaving with me. So if you're not sure what a weaving is, we'll cover that in another time. But right now, what you're going to need for today is you're going to need a paper plate, a nice stiff paper plate. These are not quite as stiff as I would like, but they worked pretty well last year. You're going to need one of these. It says pattern. If you look at the back, see how there's notches out of it?
Yeah.
Don't use these ones for your project except just to trace on the back. So in order to get this started, what you're going to do is you're going to take that pattern and put it on top of the other plate. And you're going to take a pencil, a marker, something you can see really easily. Let's see if this one works. All right, that'll work. Something you can see easily. Pencil does just fine. But I'm going to make sure that my plate doesn't shift when I do those marks as best I can. There are enough marks in there. I think there are 21 slots, which is exactly what we need. I want to make sure I get my mark right down in there. You can see it's not taking me very much time. What kids tend to want to do is instead of marking it, they say, oh, I'll just kill two birds with one stone, which means to do two things with one move. And they're going to take this and cut. I don't have enough patterns for your whole table to be waiting on one person to cut their plate, and then the next person will cut their plate, and the next, you got to mark it. So see how they're all marked? I can hand this pattern off to somebody else at my table now, and I can take these and I'm just going to snip it. And then once I snip it, all the way around, every single one of those marks gets snipped. I'm going to choose one and then label that 1, 2, 3, 4. You can do it down here if you want. 5, 6, 7, 8. As long as you keep track, that's going to be important later. The marker is not very good for this. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So there should be 21 different slots.
You should have done it on the top.
Don't worry about it. That's up to you. Once you guys can see it at your desk, it's not going to be as hard to see because you'll be able to turn it and twist it. You're just seeing it from the top of it with the camera. And then don't forget this part. This also would be helpful.
Wait, what? Wait, Mrs. W on the back?
Oh, sure. Yep. That's exactly what you should do, Brantley. Write Mrs. W on the back of all of them. No, please don't do that. All right. This one is already done. This one was from last year. So if you take a look, they are numbered the whole way around to make sure that I know which slot is which. This, I probably prefer the way I did these ones. That way I know for sure that one's that instead of beside it. But that's how I did it last year. So once you get to that point, you guys are going to have one of these. So as soon as you're done with that, if somebody's waiting on the pattern, that's where you go. We will walk through this in just a second. We're going to get your plates done first. So are there any questions about how to trace? Put it on, mark it, take it off, hand it to a friend, label them, cut them. Everybody knows how to do that? All right, I'm going to stop our recording. And then after we start the next part, I will start another recording to show you how to weave it onto your plate.